Welcome, fellow aficionados. Let's embark on an exploration of Stoic principles where we delve into the nuances of human resilience and strength. Picture yourself navigating the twists and turns of life, observing distinct traits in certain individuals. These are the ones who falter at the slightest hurdle or readily conjure excuses for their shortcomings. It's undeniably vexing, isn't it? Particularly when your own aspirations lean towards fortitude and steadfastness. Brace yourself for an unfiltered examination of the hallmarks of fragility, viewed through the lens of Stoicism. No sugarcoating here. Let's confront weakness head-on and dissect it, empowering ourselves to evolve. Are you prepared? Let's dissect the 10 unmistakable signs of vulnerability. Dear seeker of wisdom, as we immerse ourselves in the profound teachings of Stoicism, let us do so with open minds and receptive spirits. Each chapter serves as a beacon, illuminating the path towards inner tranquility and fulfillment amidst life's complexities. May this journey kindle your resilience and kindle a passion for embracing the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. And to those new to this endeavor, I humbly request your support. Kindly like this video and subscribe as your encouragement fuels our dedication. Thank you. Sign number 1. He is governed by his emotions. A man of weakness succumbs to the whims of his emotions, allowing them to wield power over his actions. Rather than engaging in thoughtful contemplation, he reacts impulsively and illogically to life's challenges. Emotions like anger, sorrow, anxiety, or envy easily overwhelm him, leading to a tendency to attribute his feelings to external sources. This lack of emotional regulation drives him towards unhealthy behaviors and dependencies as he struggles to resist his impulsive urges. In stark contrast, a Stoic individual embodies self-discipline and logical reasoning. While acknowledging the natural presence of emotions, he comprehends their fallibility. Instead of permitting emotions to cloud his judgment, he relies on rationality to guide his decisions. A Stoic individual acknowledges his responsibility for his emotional state and avoids relying on external factors or individuals for his contentment. Practicing moderation and restraint, he abstains from indulgence and addiction. The weak man, governed by his emotions, resembles a ship adrift in tumultuous seas, lacking direction and stability. Confronted with adversity, he succumbs to immediate emotional reactions, exacerbating his circumstances. His inability to manage his emotions renders him susceptible to external forces, fostering feelings of powerlessness and frustration. Conversely, the Stoic man resembles a securely anchored vessel, unwavering and resilient amidst life's storms. He recognizes his emotions but refuses to let them dictate his behavior. Even in the face of hardship, he remains composed, relying on reason to navigate challenges. This mastery over his emotions enables him to cultivate inner peace and concentrate on what truly matters. The weak man's existence is characterized by emotional turbulence with little influence over his fate. Often perceiving himself as a victim, he attributes his misfortunes to external factors, seeking fleeting solace in temporary pleasures that ultimately leave him unfulfilled. In contrast, the Stoic individual draws strength from his ability to remain steadfast and rational. Understanding that genuine happiness emanates from within, he recognizes that mastering one's emotions is pivotal to leading a meaningful and enriching life. Sign number 2. He is fearful of challenges and risks. A man of weakness shies away from challenges and risks due to his fear of failure, rejection, or criticism. He opts for the safety of his comfort zone, avoiding any pursuit of growth or self-enhancement. This individual settles for a mediocre existence, devoid of significant aspirations or ambitions. Confronted with difficulties or obstacles, he swiftly succumbs to discouragement and relinquishes his efforts. The life of a weak man revolves around a perpetual evasion of anything that might disrupt his comfort. He dreads venturing into unfamiliar territory, fearing the potential consequences of failure or societal judgment. Consequently, he forgoes numerous opportunities for personal and professional advancement. Instead of striving for self-improvement, he remains entrenched in stagnation, resigning himself to a life far below his potential. Such a mindset inevitably leads to a life marked by unfulfilled promise and remorse. In stark contrast, a Stoic man embraces challenges and risks as avenues for personal development. He views them as catalysts for learning and refinement, recognizing that setbacks like failure, rejection, or criticism are transient obstacles on the path to growth. Unfazed by fear, he harnesses these experiences as motivation to propel himself forward. Setting ambitious goals, he dedicates himself tirelessly to their realization, exhibiting unwavering perseverance in the face of adversity. The approach of a Stoic man towards life is fundamentally distinct. He actively seeks out challenges, understanding that they serve to fortify his character. Unafraid to venture beyond his comfort zone and take calculated risks, he acknowledges that true growth necessitates stepping into the unknown. Bolstered by resilience, he rebounds from setbacks, steadfastly pursuing his objectives regardless of the obstacles encountered. This mindset fosters a life defined by accomplishment, contentment, and continual self-improvement. If you find value in the insights we've shared, I kindly ask for your support by subscribing to our channel. Each segment of this video series delves into profound insights aimed at transforming challenges into opportunities. Your engagement will equip you with the knowledge and wisdom needed to navigate life's complexities with clarity and resilience. Thank you for your support, and let us embark together on this journey of growth. Sign number 3. He relies on others for validation and approval. A weak individual constantly craves validation from those around him, excessively preoccupied with external opinions and going to great lengths to please others, often neglecting his own needs and desires in the process. Insecure and lacking self-assurance, he incessantly seeks attention and admiration to bolster his self-esteem. The fear of being disregarded or disliked renders him susceptible to manipulation and external influence, leading him to adopt the beliefs and values of others in a bid for acceptance. In his daily life, this reliance on external validation proves debilitating. He finds it challenging to make decisions independently, habitually seeking external approval, thereby hindering his personal growth and autonomy. He may alter his appearance, mannerisms, and behaviors to conform to societal expectations, sacrificing his authenticity for validation. This perpetual quest for validation proves draining and leaves him susceptible to the fluctuating opinions of others, preventing the cultivation of a strong sense of self. Conversely, a Stoic individual embodies self-reliance and inner confidence, recognizing that genuine assurance stems from within. Unperturbed by external judgments, he remains steadfast in his convictions, prioritizing integrity over external validation. This self-assuredness fosters a quiet confidence unswayed by the need for external accolades. Comfortable in his own identity, he harbors no fear of solitude or unpopularity, with his beliefs and values firmly grounded in personal convictions and experiences. Living authentically, the Stoic individual makes decisions aligned with his values, unfettered by the need for external affirmation. This self-reliance empowers him to navigate life with conviction and integrity, liberated from the burden of seeking external validation. Firm in his principles, he emerges as a resolute, assertive, and self-sufficient individual. This sharp contrast underscores the frailty of those reliant on external validation, underscoring the profound strength inherent in self-approval and inner confidence. Sign number 4, he lacks honesty and cannot be trusted. A weak individual consistently resorts to deceit and dishonesty, betraying the trust bestowed upon him by others. He effortlessly fabricates falsehoods, cheats without remorse, and disregards the rights and emotions of those around him by stealing. Motivated by self-interest and greed, he displays little concern for the repercussions of his actions. His disloyalty and infidelity extend to his relationships, as he routinely breaks commitments and neglects the bonds of trust. Furthermore, his hypocrisy is evident in his failure to uphold the values he preaches, thereby undermining the trust placed in him by others. In stark contrast, a Stoic individual embodies principles of integrity and dependability. He prioritizes honesty, consistently choosing to speak the truth, even when faced with adversity. Upholding his promises is of utmost importance to him, and he demonstrates unwavering dedication to his commitments. Respecting the possessions and dignity of others, he conducts himself with generosity and fairness in all interactions. This individual places the well-being of others at the forefront, consistently acting with sincerity and steadfastness in alignment with his core values. His loyalty and fidelity in relationships are steadfast, earning him the trust and admiration of those around him. By living authentically and adhering to his moral compass, he sets a compelling example of trustworthiness and integrity for others to emulate. Sign number 5. He tends to be passive and exhibits complacency. A weak individual demonstrates a lack of initiative and accountability for his own life. He passively awaits opportunities to come his way instead of actively pursuing them. Preferring to conform to the crowd, he opts to blend into the background rather than charting his own course. He resigns himself to the status quo, unwilling to challenge norms or venture beyond his comfort zone. This individual lacks the impetus and ambition to navigate life with a clear purpose or direction. In stark contrast, a Stoic individual exhibits a proactive stance towards life. He seizes control of his destiny, assuming full responsibility for his actions. Rather than waiting for chances to materialize, he actively seeks them out, propelled by a strong sense of purpose and determination. Leading by example, he forges his own path, unbound by societal expectations. Fearless in challenging the status quo, he questions established norms and strives for advancement. Fueled by diligence and motivation, his endeavors are imbued with passion and purpose. Embracing a proactive mindset, he empowers himself to craft the life he desires, rather than passively allowing life to unfold around him. Sign number 6. He has a negative outlook and tends towards pessimism. A weak individual succumbs to negativity and pessimism, habitually fixating on problems rather than seeking viable solutions. Instead of taking proactive steps, he resorts to a cycle of complaint, lamentation, and assigning blame to external factors for his misfortunes. Viewing the world through a cynical lens, he anticipates the worst outcomes in every situation, perceiving flaws in both circumstances and individuals surrounding him. This perpetual state of discontentment deprives him of any sense of gratitude or joy, ensnaring him in a relentless cycle of unhappiness and despondency. In stark contrast, a Stoic individual approaches life with a positive and optimistic outlook. Rather than dwelling on obstacles, he actively pursues solutions and takes decisive actions to overcome challenges. Eschewing the tendency to complain or shift blame, he directs his focus towards aspects within his sphere of control. Upholding an unwavering belief in the inherent goodness of people and situations, he continually seeks the silver lining and anticipates favorable outcomes. This optimistic perspective infuses his life with happiness, contentment, and a profound sense of appreciation for the blessings encountered. By embracing positivity and optimism, he fosters a fulfilling and joyful existence, irrespective of the circumstances encountered. Sign number 7. He lacks strong willpower and tends to be indecisive. A weak individual yields to a lack of resolve and indecisiveness, unable to summon the determination necessary to pursue his aspirations or honor his commitments. He often procrastinates, postpones, or forsakes his tasks and objectives when confronted with challenges or diversions. Easily swayed by fleeting temptations that offer momentary relief but impede his long-term progress, he grapples with a lack of clarity and purpose, drifting aimlessly without making definitive decisions or choices. In stark contrast, a Stoic individual embodies unwavering willpower and decisive resolve. He demonstrates the determination and discipline essential for pursuing his goals and meeting his obligations, steadfastly refusing to yield to procrastination or self-doubt. With a laser focus and unwavering determination, he navigates through distractions and temptations, prioritizing his long-term welfare over transient pleasures. Possessing a clear sense of purpose and direction, he confidently makes decisions and choices that resonate with his values and aspirations, guided by an internal compass that steers him towards success and contentment. By nurturing inner strength and decisiveness, he equips himself to surmount obstacles and seize opportunities, charting a course towards a life imbued with purpose and significance. Sign number 8. He displays arrogance and exhibits prideful behavior. A weak individual radiates arrogance and pride, convinced of his superiority over others and regarding them with disdain. His demeanor is characterized by vanity and conceit, excessively preoccupied with his outward image and reputation. Prone to boasting and exaggeration, he incessantly flaunts his achievements or capabilities, refusing to acknowledge his limitations or glean insights from others. Obstinate and rigid, he dismisses alternate viewpoints and clings dogmatically to his own opinions. Envious and resentful, he begrudges the success of others, incapable of genuinely celebrating their accomplishments. Conversely, a Stoic individual embodies humility and modesty. He recognizes his own fallibility and treats others with deference, appreciating their intrinsic value and dignity. Uninterested in superficial appearances or status symbols, he prioritizes substance over style, focusing on inner attributes rather than external accolades. Rejecting arrogance and self-aggrandizement, he maintains a modest demeanor, abstaining from embellishing his own achievements or abilities. Open-minded and receptive, he actively listens to diverse perspectives, valuing differing viewpoints and remaining curious about novel ideas. Devoid of envy and resentment, he finds joy in the success of others, understanding that their achievements do not diminish his own worth or potential. Sign number 9. A weak individual lacks kindness and exhibits cruelty towards others. They exhibit a deficiency in compassion and empathy, often displaying rudeness and disrespect instead of extending dignity and courtesy to others. Their behavior tends towards cruelty and harm, showing little regard for the suffering they inflict. In extreme cases, they may resort to violence and aggression, disregarding the sanctity of others' lives and rights. Their demeanor is frequently marked by hatred and malice, making concepts of forgiveness and reconciliation foreign to them. In contrast, a Stoic individual embodies kindness and gentleness. They approach interactions with others with genuine compassion and empathy, demonstrating politeness and respect while upholding the dignity of everyone they encounter. Their words and deeds are devoid of malice, driven by a sincere desire to alleviate the pain and suffering of those around them. They eschew violence and aggression, recognizing the value of life and respecting the rights of others. Love and forgiveness define their interactions, as they hold no grudges and abstain from seeking retribution. In essence, while weakness is characterized by unkindness, cruelty, and a lack of empathy, strength is exemplified through acts of kindness, compassion, and forgiveness. Opting for strength entails embracing virtues that foster harmony and goodwill towards others, cultivating a culture of mutual respect and community in our interactions. Sign number 10. He lacks honesty and cannot be trusted. A weak man epitomizes ignorance and folly, lacking understanding and wisdom concerning himself, others, and the world around him. He remains oblivious and unenlightened, displaying no inclination towards seeking knowledge or enlightenment. Acting without rationale or discernment, he behaves in a manner devoid of logic and coherence, failing to employ critical thinking abilities. Naive and easily duped, he falls prey to deceit and manipulation, unable to approach circumstances with skepticism or scrutiny. His actions exemplify recklessness and imprudence, as he makes ill-advised and nonsensical choices without regard for consequences. In contrast, a Stoic individual exemplifies knowledge and wisdom, possessing insight into himself, others, and the world. He actively pursues understanding and education, remaining cognizant and well-informed about diverse subjects. Employing rationality and logical thinking, he utilizes reason and sound judgment to navigate his actions and decisions. Steering clear of naivety and susceptibility, he approaches situations with critical thinking and discernment, distinguishing truth from falsehood. His sagacity and circumspection manifest in his thoughtful and judicious behavior, as he acts with deliberation and foresight. As we conclude our examination of the 10 signs of a weak man juxtaposed with the principles of Stoicism, reveals that Stoicism provides a robust framework for personal growth and resilience. Weakness, marked by traits such as dishonesty, passivity, negativity, and selfishness, starkly contrasts with the virtues championed by Stoicism. Stoic individuals, in contrast, embody qualities like honesty, proactivity, positivity, and altruism. By embracing Stoic principles, individuals can cultivate inner strength, wisdom, and compassion, overcoming weakness and leading lives of virtue and fulfillment. Stoicism teaches the importance of focusing on what one can control rather than fixating on external circumstances beyond one's influence. This shift in mindset empowers individuals to take ownership of their actions and reactions, fostering a sense of agency and resilience in the face of adversity. Moreover, Stoicism emphasizes the development of virtuous character traits such as courage, temperance, wisdom, and justice. By embodying these virtues, individuals can navigate life's challenges with grace and integrity, epitomizing the ideals of Stoic philosophy. While weakness may manifest in various forms, Stoicism offers a timeless and profound remedy, guiding individuals toward a life of inner peace, strength, and moral excellence. Through diligent practice and commitment to Stoic principles, one can transcend weakness and embrace a life of purpose, resilience, and flourishing. Thank you for joining me on this enlightening journey. Together, let us continue to explore, learn, and grow, embracing the Stoic way of life with resilience. Please don't forget to click the subscribe button to join the community. Stay safe, stay profound, stay Stoic. Bye for now, fellow aficionados.